This is a story that's just too good not to share, and I love it because it goes along with one of the biggest discoveries when you wake up to how big conspiracy is and the big club and all the world's a stage and all that stuff. I think a really important truth, and one that it's almost self-evident when you really consider it and start to study it, is that reality is fantasy and fantasy is reality. That's one of those things that the satanic people in charge, the Bible talks about this, that there's certain people that they like to flip everything. Black becomes white, up becomes down, good becomes evil. That's the MO of a certain type of people. And unfortunately, those people are the ones that have most of the earthly power and have control of the media and etc. Own all the land. So this is a perfect example of that. And all sorts of movies kind of get at this idea, and this is part of it. Part of the reality is fantasy is that stuff on the news and stuff that happens in, real life is actually just a production. It's just a play. And then the flip side of that is that things that they tell us are fantasy, like The Matrix, Wizard of Oz, they're actually allegories about real life that are just set in a more fantastical setting. The Matrix is true. The things that The Matrix talks about is very true. They just put a sci-fi spin on it. And something that comes to mind a lot is The Wizard of Oz is just some dumpy, fat, short dude behind a curtain pulling levers and is just putting on these grand displays, having people believe in deception. And I mean, that really is another big part of it, that it's all about deception at the end of the day. That you have tons of people out there that they've agreed to just lie and cheat and steal. That's the whole hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. It's a pact that these evil people, they take. And they take advantage of other people. Psyops. They've all agreed together that it's okay to do this stuff. I mean, they must know at the end of the day that it's not okay. But I think some of them start to have fun with it and go along with it. You'll hear people like Jerry Seinfeld say that it's more fun to just go along with it. If you know everything's fake, it's more fun to just go along with it. And I think a lot of them take that aspect. They know it's all fake, but they feel, they're part of the team. So it's like, in my opinion, it's obvious when you know that something's fake, you should tell people it's fake and stand up for the truth and expose the darkness to the light. But you have all sorts of clowns out there that they know that it's fake, but they're on the team that fakes it. So rather than just be hush-hush about it, they flip it and they get so excited about all the outer space stuff, even though they know it's fake. I'm just saying 9 times out of 10, the people that are most obsessed with NASA probably know it's all fake. And 9 times out of 10, the people that get the most into politics, they know it's really just a facade and that it's really just TV in real life. People playing parts and reading scripts and all that. To get into this BBC article, hiker finds pipe leading to China's tallest waterfall. What do you know? It's like Wizard of Oz. It's like people are living in the Matrix, living in a false reality. It doesn't come down to computers and stuff. I don't believe in that. I think that's probably one of the biggest conspiracy psyops out there, is people trying to convince people that they live in a computer, they live in a simulation. No, this is very real. Life is real. And the Matrix is just people's minds and the lies that they believe. It's people's belief systems and being duped. Something that I think about a lot now is how much of a meme it was in like middle school age to call people gullible and tell them that gullible's written on the ceiling and that kind of thing. It's like that's probably when the little Baffo children are being told, don't be so gullible, don't believe everything on TV. Like, it's all lies. You can't even believe in waterfalls these days. So getting into this, and before I get into it, Ruby Falls comes to mind. Ruby Falls is a tourist trap in the USA. It's a fake piped waterfall. If you really look, you'll find people saying that they worked there. They found out it was just piped water, and they just try to keep quiet on this stuff. So, have I said everything that I wanted to say? Probably not, but I've said enough. A controversy over a waterfall has cascaded, beautiful word choice, into a social media storm. Oh, they're getting crazy with the puns in China, even. And I mean, that's even part of it, is that these people are obsessed with puns. Have you ever wondered what is up with how obsessed these people are with puns? Well, it's just another part of the game that these people play, is being obsessed with puns and double meanings. A hiker posted a video that showed the flow of water from Yuntai Mountain Waterfall, billed as China's tallest uninterrupted, there we go, waterfall, was coming from a pipe built high into the rock face. Oh, I guess I'll say that I've posed before the theory that Yosemite is just pipe work, and that the geysers are just water fountains. And I think it's very possible. I don't know if I could find that video again. I don't even know if it's still up. But what I found most interesting is that I found a job listing one time for somebody working with pipes under Yosemite. It was wild. It would be interesting to go try to find that again. But yeah, I saw a job listing for somebody maintaining pipe work underneath Yosemite. I'll keep reading. The clip has been liked more than 70,000 times, whatever. Operators said that they made the small enhancement during the dry season so visitors would feel that their trip had been worthwhile. They titled it some Friends title. The one about how I went through all the hardship to the source of the Yuntai waterfall only to see a pipe. How many other waterfalls are just like this? We just haven't discovered them yet. Well, I said Ruby Falls is for sure one in USA, if you want to look into that. But they'll pretend it's real. They pretend Ruby Falls is natural. It's not. As a seasonal scenery, I can't guarantee that I will be in my most beautiful form every time you come to see me, it adds. I made a small enhancement during the dry season, only so I would look my best. Are they talking like from the perspective of the waterfall itself and saying I? This is some weird stuff. Like it's the waterfall's fault. Oh, I'm just trying to... That's the way that I'm reading it, and it's very bizarre, but does seem very Chinese to me for some reason. The 312-meter falls is located inside some sort of geopark. Millions of visitors every year. There's all sorts of deception when it comes to, national monuments and things. They tell us that things are like lava that took billions. They lie so much about geological formations. They just come up with some bullshit. Who knows what the reality of it is? But never take their word for it. I mean, you can't even trust them to show you a real waterfall, so why would you believe them about, it took billions of years and the glaciers came through and carved this stuff? That's the kind of stuff my dad would always love talking about. 300 million years, the glaciers. Okay, prove it. Why don't you prove it, buddy? I think it's a good thing to do. Otherwise, people would be disappointed if they end up seeing nothing there. And I guess I'll just end with this, because it is something that I've been thinking about, but I haven't had the opportunity to talk about it. It's a story that I just remember from college being in a philosophy class. This guy at the bottom who thinks it's a good thing. Go ahead and pipe the water up there on the mountain. I remember in philosophy class once, we were talking about basically like the Matrix, some sort of pleasure machine where you plug yourself in and you think you're living the most amazing life ever. Nothing but pleasure and good things happening. And the teacher poses the question, hey, would you plug yourself in? Would you not plug yourself in? And the only people that talked said that they would plug themselves in, and I'm over there like, can't believe people are willing to do that they would do that. Because to me, the answer seemed obvious. And So I finally raised my hand after like uncomfortable pauses of nobody wants to fight for reality. And I just said, well, I wouldn't plug myself into a machine like that because I would know that it's not real. It's not, that's not satisfying to have all these good experiences that are not real. To me, it is critically important that something be real or true to have an authentic experience. If I knew that I was plugging myself into something that was going to be inauthentic, I don't want that. And you could say, well, once you're plugged in, you don't, but right now I have the sane, rational mind. I'm not going to make that decision to experience something that's fake. And I think that that's just a big, you have two types of people in this world. People that would plug themselves into that and people that know better because they appreciate truth. And that's what brought me to Jesus. It was amazing to me. Because I knew, like at that point, I was like, okay, God's real. But then finding out that Jesus is the truth, that was so important to me. That's what's going to bring, that's what separates the wheat from the tare. Do you love the truth or do you love the lie? And I think that anybody who loves the truth should open up their Bible, read the gospel, see if it seems like the truth to you, and maybe when you start reading Jesus's words that he is the truth, maybe it'll click with you. Well, that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. God bless everyone. If you stuck around, here's some bonus actual video of this. And I'll leave a link to this in the comments too. Many other sites have been doing the same during non-peak season. That was an interesting comment. People saying it doesn't matter. Oh, that was the end. Let me do the beginning. The secret. A lot of secrets in this world. I liked this. The site management explained that the pipes help maintain the waterfall's appearance. Yeah, really? Well, that's it. I'll link to this in the comments and in the description if you want to go watch this video. Hope you enjoyed. God bless.